Howdy, howdy. So today we have a pick a card for how are you fly? How are you dope? How are you just that girl? Like, what's up with it? So for my power ones, we have here the Eight of Swords, Five of Swords, Judgment card. How I'm viewing those first three cards at the top here is that you make people feel kind of stuck in their heads and kind of defeated with all of your beauty, with all of your presence and the things that you bring to the table. You kind of awaken them to ways and different different I kind of get like different reasons why they need to stop making excuses for themselves because you were able to overcome a lot of your own challenges. You were able to overcome a lot of defeat in your life and you're still standing. You've realized what the bigger picture is and what the point of those things happening in your life was. So you overcame them. We also have the 10 of cups and the 10 of swords. So how you're hot is like in the past, you may have had relationships with people, whether on a romantic level in family or friendships, that betrayed you, that stabbed you in your back, and you literally use that to fuel yourself. You look better now, you move better, you speak with much more high confidence, and you are the type of person that truly just you overcame, like kind of like the phoenix rising from the ashes. There's no death card here, but that star card is giving me like rebirth energy, renewal energy. Is a lot of renewal with you in the sense of how you're hot, why you're hot. The fact that you just persevered through so much, when people hear your life story or just when you just mention things in passing to people, they kind of get stuck on what you told them and they look at you like this person has come through a like overcome a lot, and for you to be so peaceful, literally it throws people off because most people maybe are used to dealing with people who've been through things and they don't respond to situations, people, and places in the ways that you do. We also have the Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Queen of Cups here. Some of you may be into some type of spiritual work that you put out there on a platform. Others of you, your beauty is a natural. I don't even want to say natural, but you have like a around the way girl look, and not in a downplaying you kind of way. More so in a excuse me, more so in the sense of you being the type of woman that you are the what is a word I could use? I don't want to say typical, but you have a mm, oh man, the word is literally it just left me. But the beauty is one that a lot of people can understand and a lot of people find attractive. Wow, I can't believe I can't. It's the word is so simple too. The Ace of Wands is just the high levels of sex appeal that you hold within yourself. A lot of people find this attractive. This is why you're hot. You have a lot of natural charisma, a lot of natural energy. When you speak and when you're in the presence of people, you do draw a lot of attention to yourself, even if you don't think so, and even if you don't want to. It's just something that naturally happens because of the way that you look, because of the way that you carry yourself. Also, when people hear you say certain things, you might catch that if you're talking in public, random people will try to get into your conversation simply because the things that you're saying shocks them, throws them off. They're not expecting you to say certain things. A lot of you have a potty mouth as well, and the reason why you're so comfortable with using profanity or vulgarity when you speak is because you like to speak your truth. You do not hold back. That makes you very hot because people admire that. They feel as if like you just know how to, I heard nip things in the bud. Like my mind keeps telling me to say nip things in the bud, but it's more than that. It's more than just nipping things in the bud. It's giving me energy of you being the type of person that you don't have a problem with telling people about themselves. You don't have a problem with saying the truth of a situation or a manner. Even if other people are going to disagree with you, you are fine with conflict. You're a-okay with conflict. Like you welcome it. You welcome, like bring the pain. Like bring the pain. That's the energy you give. A lot of people that you dated, they are still stuck on you. They try to go into this world trying to find people just like you, and they end up with duds. They end up not getting what they thought they were getting. You have a lot of people stuck on a time in the past that they had with you. If some of you don't take sexual activity with others like so seriously, not saying you're spreading yourself thin, but in the sense of like just because you dealt with somebody in that way doesn't mean they were supposed to be your forever person. If you are that type of person, like you didn't take them seriously, but they take you seriously. And the reason why this is hot is because you just keep resurging again and again and again with this brand new, fresh energy. Like people don't even know how to keep up with you. They don't know how to keep tabs on you. You might go not that you go ghost on social media or with people, but you're more so the type that you're just really focused on yourself. There was something that you experienced in your past or recently that made you remember and realize who the F you are. And you had to really start looking in the mirror and really pronouncing those more beautiful parts of yourself, even if it's simply the way that you speak or just switching up a certain moisturizer that you may use, like any little thing that you've added into your daily routine, your daily practices, it has greatly helped you since a event or since a certain mindset shift. That's another thing I'm seeing too. Your mindset has shifted from a loser to a winner. Not saying you were ever a loser or you had a loser mindset, but there's certain things that we think and you know it's not helping you. You realize that, you cut it off. So that's the nipping things in the bud part for why you're hot. You learn to nip those negative, low vibrational energies, efforts, people, uh thought patterns in the bud, and you've overcame it. You feel so victorious within your own self, within your skin. I'm getting cozy by Beyonce vibes with this pal. Like comfortable in your skin, cozy with who you are. You love yourself and it exudes in all that you do. If you have any creative projects going on, you are literally stuck on making it one of the best things that you've ever done for people to enjoy it because you realize that's a part of life, putting your gifts out into the world and allowing other people to really and truly enjoy it and immerse themselves into it. So that's how you're hot, my pal ones. You're hot because you make people stay stuck on you. You're hot because you speak your mind. You don't mind using those words that people find to be, you like, F it, like you say whatever you need to say. You know how to follow your calling, or you began following your calling, and it's really hot and sexy because a lot of people weren't expecting you to stay on this path that you're on, whatever path that may be, because they thought that they defeated you in the past. They thought that the things that they said to you were going to get to you and get you down, and you were never going to get back up. You also know how to kind of, I don't want to say kind of, but when it comes to crowds or when talking to people, you have a lot of confidence, and you know how to control the crowd with your words. You know how to control the crowd with your like wow factors, with the things you throw into conversation. You are a beautiful person on the outside, and the way that you speak and your mindset really makes people understand that it's not just an outer thing for you. You have renewed yourself on many levels. You have healed yourself on many levels. You understand the bigger picture in life about why you've been through things in your life and how it's being applied, one, but also it's aiding you on your journey. Like if you haven't gone through those things in the past, you wouldn't have healed yourself, you wouldn't be where you are. So that's the ways that you're hot. You have high sexual energy, you're very sexy, you have a beautiful body, a beautiful face. Something about the way that this 10 of swords, how the hair is laying on that person in the card. Some of you may have bangs that lay really nicely on your face, or maybe have been thinking about getting them cut. And that is something that makes you very attractive. You also just be dead in people's DMs when they try to DM you on social media. You're not here for it. And that makes you hot because you're coming off as very standoffish and untouchable and unapproachable. And people love that. People love when you're not approachable. People love when you don't have time for them. They just want to chase you all day, every day. So that's how you're hot, my pal number ones. You're hot in a lot of ways. Remember, if you want a personal reading, I am available. And be on the lookout, y'all, for when I hit 500 subscribers, I will be giving away a personal reading and doing live personal readings. So holla at me with that. Hope y'all enjoyed your reading. See you later, honeys. Pal twos, my pal twos, my pal twos. Off the rip, how you're hot. The Empress card. Some of you have a very creative way that you maybe dress or simply just wear your hair. You do exude a lot of creative energy. Excuse me. You exude a lot of creative energy. You're the type of person that everything that you do has a little bit of love in it or a lot of love in it. Your fashions are up to par. People love the way that you dress. Everything that you do pretty much exudes creativity. You have a beautiful aura and a naturally beautiful look on the inside and outside. Everyone feels a certain level of warmth when they're around you. You do work very diligently with everything that you do. You're consistent in your approach and your looks. You may have like a signature look as well. If that's not the case, then it's something about how you always consistently show up with your fashions, with your beauty, with your looks. Even though you have a natural beauty, you work hard into the things that you put into what? You work hard with keeping up your beauty, whether that's a routine that you have about your health and it just allows your skin to look nice and glowy and dewy and things like that. Also, excuse me, you're very resourceful, you're energetic, you have multiple talents here with the magician card being there. You're well versed in a lot of different skills. You are the type of person that you could just do your own hair, your own nails, and it could come off like you get it professionally done. And people are always surprised if you let them know, like, yeah, I do my own nails. Oh, yeah, I do my own hair. Like, they're always surprised because the way that you present it, it's like in a very professional manner. It looks like you got it done and you paid a high price for it. And when people find out that that's not the case, they're always surprised. That is a wonderful thing because a lot of people don't even know how to keep up with their looks without going and getting it done. So that makes you very, very hot, very fly, very attractive. Also, the Queen of Wands being next to the Three of Wands kind of tells me that some of you have been working on getting thicker, have been doing your research on how to get thicker, and it's going to work. It's working, and you're looking really good. While you are gaining that weight in all the right places, you are a very curvaceous person. You have a lot of curves. Your body is filled out in all the right ways, in all the right areas. You naturally know how to take charge of situations when you're involved down to your household, down to just simply how you maneuver throughout this world. You are the take charge type of person. That energy is beautifully laid out in this spread I have here for you. Also, something that I'm noticing too is we have the Empress, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Queen of Swords at the bottom, and the Queen of Pentacles. The only thing that we're missing is the Queen of Cups, and we're really not missing it because we have the Empress here. So you pretty much embody all of the queens. So you have all of these amazing qualities wrapped up into one person. The Queen of Swords is someone who's very logical, very intelligent, a person who speaks very clearly. They have a strong knack for just sifting out the BS, understanding what people are actual intentions are. They don't really waste time. They've been through enough, so it's like, why am I gonna waste time on this right now with you when I already know how this is gonna go? That's the energy you will give me. You're very time management. I'm about to say forward or not forward, but time management is of extreme importance to you all in this pile. You are the type that understands that self-care is of utmost importance because if you're not your best self, how are you gonna show up as your best? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. With the Queen of Pentacles being here in the middle too, it's something about the way that you work. You learn to like you worked really hard in your past to now be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor, right? Like, who doesn't want to do that? Like, that makes you very hot because when you are just moving around in this world. It's probably somewhere that you go midday and people are like, how she's able to be here right now? Like, or how are they or him? How is he able to be here right now, right? We have the Page of Swords as well. That lets me know that you're very inquisitive. You have a high intellect. You know how to research things and get the answers that you need all on your own. You don't really do too much of he say, she say. You're more so the type of person who digs deep and finds the answers on your own in any sort of the manner. This is hot because you come off as, even though you're very beautiful, your intellect is even more beautiful. And this shows how attractive you are on so many different levels. So you probably attract a lot of people from different points, different areas of life, different perspectives, different tiers, I guess I could say. And this is very hot because it shows how well versed you are. You're very diverse. It's not very, I keep saying very, it's terrible to do that, but it shows how, oh goodness, I'll just say well versed. I know I said that already. Also, with the Fool card being here, you're the type of person, you love new experiences. You love to experience things for the first time. You do not mind an adventure. This is hot because when people try to throw things out there for you all to do, you're always like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And people really enjoy that about you because you're easygoing. You come off easygoing. You come off more lighthearted and more fun than people assume you to be, simply because you're so well put together and you look so good. People always assume that you're going to be stuck up, and when they get to know you, they realize like, oh, this person's super down to earth. So that's something that makes you very hot because people are pretty much surprised by that attribute and that characteristic that you have within yourself. With the um with the Queen of Swords too, I'm getting that you all are like you're easily able to pick up on topics. Like if you watch the news for maybe 10 minutes in the day, you pretty much know how to hold a conversation about what's going on in the world with other people, simply because of what you picked up on and how well you absorb information. Your brain and your mental capacity is of high levels. You have a very clear mental state, and what helps your mental state stay clear is when you have everything together in your household, when your life is pretty much orderly. But more so than anything is your self-care, like those moments where you take time to recharge your batteries, and when you take time to yourself, you take your baths, I always do this in all my readings. I just go down a whole bunch of list of self-care things. I love self-care on every level, so that's why I do that probably. Anywho, with the Queen of Pentacles being here as well, it's like financial stability is so important to you. And it's always the thing that makes you grounded. It's always the thing that makes you believe that you can't let yourself get carried away too much. Like you don't get too big headed. You're very humble. But at the same time, like the way that you present yourself, you could think you're the most humble person ever, and people are still gonna think that you're uppity and you're bougie because of how you present yourself. And it's just you think things through. Your everything about how you present yourself is well thought out, from your hair to your nail color. Like everything is well thought out. Even if you don't believe that you're like so well in shape, like your body is still very nice. Embrace your body at every level, y'all. It does not matter if you're not the perfect size you want to be. Embrace your body now, because the more you embrace your body, you're comfortable. It's like when you start sitting into a brand new chair, you're gonna get more comfortable with it because you're breaking it in, or putting those new pair of shoes on and wearing them out. Now it's like, okay, yeah, these shoes feel really good. Same thing with your body. You have to feel good in it in order to even transform it. I don't know why I just went on that tangent. Somebody may have just, that may have given one of y'all a little pick me up, but the Fool card is also aching at me because I feel like with this Fool card being here, it's just showing how much you love your freedom. Like some of you don't have kids or aren't married, and this is a huge part of what makes you attractive because you're so free spirited. So you're really hot and you're very attractive because of just your inner and outer beauty. You work very hard. You're resourceful. You know how to take charge. You enjoy expanding your horizons. You enjoy doing research. You enjoy just being of a high intellectual power, having a well versed vocabulary and intellect. You enjoy your self care moments. You enjoy the things that make your body and your soul feel good. And of all, most important to me is the level of freedom and the fact that you love new experiences. So that is my reading for you all, pile number twos. I will be doing a giveaway for a free personal reading and doing free personal readings on live once I hit 500 subscribers. So if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I am open for personal readings if you're interested. Thank you so much for coming along to this channel. Keep rocking with me, y'all. I'm going to be dropping more and more videos every day, if not every day, as often as possible. And I hope that this was enjoyable and gave you a little bit of insight on why you're hot and attractive to others. Have a good one. Bye. Ooh, my pouch threes. I hope y'all look good, my boos. My boo boos. My boo boos. I hope y'all look good. We about to dig into this is why you hot. Hey, this is why you hot. Hey. Okay, pile three. We up in this thing, honey. We up in this thing, folk. Give me 1 second. We gonna get real comfy. Oh, everything but the thing I want to press is like pressing. Okay, so pile threes. This is why you're hot. This is why you're attractive. This is why you're fly. You are fly because some of you like to cook. Some of you simply are little homemade chefs. Homemade chefs. Yes, some of you are homemade chefs. Some of you are amateur chefs. Some of you are top chefs. But your food hits. Your food is banging. People enjoy your food. You enjoy your food. You understand that food is of importance and it brings nourishment not only to the body but to the soul. You like to help people, you're very charitable, you like to give back. But more than anything, you started learning that if your mental is strong and you have a lot of logic, but your spirituality is basically non existent, you're not going to be able to receive the blessings that were meant for you in this life. So you've learned to merge both your logical and your spiritual selves together to be the best you that you could be. I could see here in the past you were very materialistic. You understood, not understood, but you really appreciated just anything in the material realm. Like you put that above other things, and it didn't do well for your mental health. So now you're more of a spiritual being. You're more of a person who's in tune with self and working on self improvement day to day. Excuse me. You understand that the things that excuse me matter most in life are the things that are intangible. You are a person that I'm getting strongly like it's a book that you all read. I don't know if it's the Quran, if it's the Bible, whatever it may have been that you read, maybe the Kabbalah. I'm not sure. It's something that you've read that really brought about a new mindset, a resurgence in your life that opened up your mind, opened up your viewpoint on life. This is a huge shift from how you used to be. In the past, you were a much different person. You were the type of person that was pretty surface level, no shade, but you were very surface level. This is why you're hot because you're literally shocking people at how you just flip styles, like how you change things up. You literally learn to just balance out all of those parts of yourself that you weren't too sure what to do with it. And now um you feel a huge level of importance in this world. You feel a huge level of, all right, I know what to do with my life now, right? You're very logical with a lot of your decisions as well. You're stoic, you're unfazed. That makes you very hot, very fly. Excuse me, you speak with confidence in your multiverse. You're the type of person that when it comes to things of the mind, you're able to do multiple things very well. And you utilize those gifts to help other people. You realize that at a point in time in your life, you were spiritually poor. That Five of Pentacles keeps screaming out to me as being spiritually poor, not necessarily financially. In your relationships too, you realize that a lot of people were spiritually poor and they weren't able to pour into you in the ways that you wanted to, and that was one of the catalysts that uh, propelled you forward with getting on a more multi-dimensional level. Like you realize that things on the surface, they're cool and everything, but you wanted to start going deeper than that, and it greatly helped you because you just have this new mindset, this new vision of thinking. There's a lot of things that started surprising you about life and started surprising you about the way that people view things. This is why you're fly, because A lot of people learned a lot from you, and just by watching you, they're like kind of peeping game and getting hip to what they need to be doing in their lives, right? Like in your relationships, people may not even tell you this, and you realize that. Also, you may be a little bit of a player from the Himalayas, with the Two of Pentacles being right beneath the Hierophant, and that could be so like left field for a lot of people, but I don't know. I just got that as a message because the Two of Cups is on top of the Hierophant as well, going down this line right here. You all have learned to become very, oh, I'm trying so hard not to keep saying very, but a lot of you have learned to just keep the balls rolling, like keep juggling, keep things going at all times. Like even when things get really rough, you learn that I just have to keep going. And that's something that greatly helps you because it keeps your mind clear and it keeps you calm, that you are always busy, that you always have things going on. You allow yourself to be busy a lot because you realize how well and how exceptional you do in certain areas when you're forever busy. The Tower card is showing me that you're very dynamic. When it comes to you dealing with people, you don't mind breaking up with them. You don't mind leaving them in the dust, leaving them in the past. You have these people from your past feeling as if they can't be at ease. They stay up sometimes late thinking about you. They I'm foul, whatever. They stay up late thinking about you. They have uncomfortable thoughts when it comes to you because of how things ended, or they have shocking realizations about how much you really changed. Like, there's no way that they can come back into your life with the same old muck that they had before. And honestly, I don't even get vibes like, you don't want anything to do with people from your past. And you're fly because you realize your own self worth, right? Like, in time, through the spiritual journey that you've had, through these awakenings that you had, you just realize like, what was I doing with old boy or old girl? Like, well, what? Why was I dealing with them? Like, they are not worth my energy. They are not even supposed to be in my space. You know, like they, they're not supposed to be around me. Like that. That's not it. You're also bad. Like when I say bad, I mean bad, like a toddler. You heard? You have a high level of sex appeal. Materialism doesn't mean much of anything to you, as I probably said already. You understand that it's so easy for you to obtain the things that you want that are tangible in this life because you just learned how to, I don't want to say manipulate your mind, but literally just use like the law of assumption and the law of attraction, all these other things. Like you just realize what the base is. It's like it's all within me. Like you really understand that concept now. You don't worry about much. Materials, you understand that there's a place, like not even there's a place, like you understand your place in this world more. So all those things that you used to stress about in the material world, they no longer have any type of um phase or any type of, I want to say reaction. It's not, that is not the word I'm thinking of. It's not reaction, but they don't have much of a weight in your life anymore. You understand that in life there's lessons that we needed to learn in order to bring us to where we are. With the Hierophant being there, it's like you learn so much in life, and you just really and truly are a inspiration to people. You are the type of person, when you speak, people listen and they get some cool gems from the things that you say. And you may mentor people on the low and they just may not tell you. They could just have you thinking and believing that the words that you say are going in one ear and out the other, but behind the scenes they're like creating certain patterns and situations in their life based off of conversations and things that you've said or something that you may have posted on social media. And I just keep re-getting like in your past, like your past compared to now, it's literally like a whole new different person. People really don't know how to take this from you. This is super hot because you're just out of reach for those people. Like, sorry, I'm unavailable, can't come to the phone right now. And that's for everybody in your past. Like, it is what it is. And some of you may have had a really hard childhood where people were just too logical. They didn't allow you to think and dream and be creative. And now that's something that's so important to you. But you understand that, yes, I'm creative and those things are a part of me, but I also have to buckle down and be grounded and take care of the responsibilities that I have in life as an adult. And you understand that life is all a juggling act. It's all about how you make things shake. Like, we all have the same 24 hours as Beyonce. Like, I live by that. Like, if Beyonce can do all that she's done and all that she do, even if she has this major team and the machine behind her, whatever people want to say, that woman works hard. When she had to get ready for that Baychella, that lady was out there cooking for 15 hours. When I say cooking, I'm talking dancing and singing and boop, 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 love on top 85,000 times. Like, I respect it, man. And that's the energy that you all are getting, like, giving me. And that is why you're fly. Like, who don't want to be like Beyonce? Like, come on, stop playing with it. So that's what I have for my pile threes. Like, y'all changed drastically. You've overcame a lot in your past. You're more spiritual than ever. You learned to merge your present self with your higher self, and you understand that life's responsibilities are a part of what you need to do. But at the same time, you know how to help people. You know how to articulate yourself well. You know how to think logically, and materials don't mean much to you. So that's what I have for my pile threes. I hope this was enjoyable. I will be doing a free personal reading giveaway once I hit 500 subscribers. I didn't think of how many people I'll give the giveaway to, but I'll either do two types of giveaways or just do multiple people. I'm going to do live readings for you all, and I'll do a personal reading that will be sent to your email. I am open for personal readings, so let me know if you're interested in that. But besides that, that's all we have for this reading. Thank you, my pal threes. I appreciate you coming by. Like, comment, subscribe. Holla at me. Bye bye.